What is going on today, guys and girls? How are y'all doing today? As I am doing good. Big Bill is here. Big Bill is back. Alrighty, well, how are y'all doing today? As I am doing good, as today is, well, actually, for both of us, today is, hold on here, Monday, July 13th, 2020. Hope you are having a wonderful, actually, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. We'll start off with that. I had a good weekend. I'll get to that here in a minute. Hope you guys had a wonderful start to your week, as today is Monday, July 13th, 2020, as I just said. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? As you guys can probably see, we're back on my cell phone. I know I have not figured out a way to record stuff on my laptop off my Xbox. It looks like I gotta buy games off, Xbox for my laptop, but that is a long story. I'm not gonna get into that. But welcome to NASCAR Heat 5. Now, if you guys remember I want to say maybe a year ago or maybe 2 years ago, I did a few videos of NASCAR either Heat 3 or Heat 4 of all the drivers and what series. That is what we're gonna be doing today. We are doing the NASCAR Cup Series, and excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Sorry about that. We are going to be doing all four series that are in NASCAR Heat 5. We're going to be showing off the tracks and all that. So, welcome to this. If you guys are new to the channel, if you guys have not watched old videos, I do recommend them, as I do try my hardest to bring out this content. I know a lot of you guys have asked me, am I going to play NASCAR Heat 5? Yes, I am. I have played NASCAR Heat 4, Heat 3, pretty much all the heats, and I actually recommend all the heats. Now, this one, my review on it is going to be a little lower than expected, but first things first, how are y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing good. If you guys do not know, I had a wonderful weekend, and the reason I'm saying that like that is because my birthday was July. This was past Saturday. I know a few people in here said happy birthday to me. Just want to say thank you guys very much. I do appreciate it. No, I did not have a big party. I actually we got busy doing things. Saturday night, I actually went to Lincoln Speedway for some racing with some family and friends. Had a wonderful time, like always, at Lincoln Speedway. You guys gotta come out. If you guys are in PA and you guys know Lincoln Speedway, come on out. But we are going to take a look today at the NASCAR Cup Series, and as you guys can tell, all four series are the same: NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, NASCAR Gander RV and Outdoor Truck Series, and the Extreme Dirt Tour, which are not sanctioned with NASCAR Series. Now, I will say this: it would have been nicer if it wasn't these guys. It would have been nicer if it was like the 410 sprint cars, like maybe the War of Outlaws, which I don't see that happening. And this is just throwing out ideas, or like you're a young kid and you're doing go karts, or maybe you're doing something else. But pretty much what I'm going to show you is which NASCAR Cup Series drivers in here, their paint schemes, and all that. And we're going to start off with my favorite driver, the number 9 car of Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott, in a Napa Blue. There are going to be a few designs coming out here and there. So yeah, some of them will have a couple, some of them won't. Chase Elliott right here this is number 9 Napa Blue Auto Parts Store. Very nice. Camaro is the L1. Obviously, you guys know I'm a very big Chase Elliott fan. I was a Jeff Gordon fan, then Chase Elliott took over and all that. Up next, we have Chad Fincham of I don't know that team. I know I know the owner of that team. I think it's Carl Long, but I'm not 100% sure. Up next, we have Joey Gase. And I do apologize if this is your first time watching me do a video like this. But first things first, up next is Brandon Gaughan. I do apologize for this because number one, I am trying to set them two up together. The laptop and the Xbox is actually a little harder than it looks, but some people are actually helping me out, which I do appreciate. Up next is from Kaluga Racing, Justin Haley. There you guys go. Hopefully you guys can see the names a little bit better. Up next, from Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin. But I am a professional when it comes to this. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. Up next, from Stewart-Haas Racing, in the number 4 car, Kevin Harvick. There we go. Up next in the 66, Timmy Hill. Up next in the 00, Quinn Huff. Very nice paint scheme. He is a rookie this year for the Starcom Racing. I believe that's their name, Starcom. I think they just came into NASCAR. I'm not 100% sure about this team. I think this is like their third or fourth year. They're doing all right, actually, for a small team. So, up next, Jimmy Johnson in the 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. And also today's race at Kentucky, it was actually a pretty good race. Cole Custer won today's race, yesterday's race. Not today's race, because if they race today, I guarantee I want to know the winner. Today, right here, we have the 20 of Eric Jones and Joe Gibbs Racing. I do apologize for not the TV. As you guys can see on top here, right where my finger is, that's where the music is and all that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't have the copyright. Up next in the 42 car for Chip Ganassi Racing, Matt Kenseth. Obviously, if you guys do watch NASCAR, you guys probably know, oh, this is Kyle Larson's ride. With the stuff that happened with Kyle Larson, obviously they took him out of the game and they put Chip Ganassi hired Matt Kenseth to replace him. So that is why you guys are getting Matt Kenseth and not Kyle Larson. Up next, we have Brad Keselowski for Penske Racing, number 2. Up next, we have Corey Lajoie in the 32. Now, some of these racings I do know, some of them I do not know. But as you see here, Corey Lajoie, he has 2 paint schemes. This one, the one I just showed you, and this one. I actually quite like this one better because of the black and then and the gray. I really like this one. Up next, Joey Logano in the number 22 from Team Penske. And I do apologize if you guys do see the vibration of one of my hands switch. So, and from Front Row Motorsports, number 34, Michael McDowell. Up next from his teammate from Front Row Motorsports, the 38 car of John Hunter Nemechek. Very good rookie. He's doing a very good job this year, might I add. I'd say he's doing pretty good. I mean, I think he's going to be here in the long run like his dad, Joe Nemechek. So, up next, we have the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman, in the Roush Fenway number 6. Sorry about that. He has 2 paint schemes. And there you see, there's a Castro. I like this one better than I like the Oscar Mayer. I know a lot of people have asked me, what is your favorite paint scheme on certain cars? I know some of them do have 2 of them. I prefer the Castro over the Oscar Mayer any day. Up next, for JTG Daltrey Racing, number 37, Ryan Preece. Very cool car. Very cool guy. He's doing a really good job with this team. I think a lot of people are seeing that he's going to be a very good driver. Um, and yeah. And number 36, David Ragan. Up next in the 8 car from Richard Childress Racing, Tyler Reddick. Another rookie in this year's game and another rookie in this year's class. Very good driver. Obviously, I was a fan of his when he was at Junior Motorsports. I still am a fan of him now. Even though he is Richard Childress Racing, he's doing a wonderful job. Back-to-back Xfinity Series champions. One with Junior Motorsports, and then last year with Richard Childress Racing. You guys remember this used to be Daniel Hemrick's ride. Obviously, Richard Childress Racing and Daniel Hemrick cut ties. So that is why you're seeing the 8 car. Up next in the 47 JTG Daltrey. There we go. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now this is the first game I have with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in a Chevrolet. It is getting used to now him being a Camaro and not being a Mustang for Roush Racing, but obviously he's doing a lot of good things with this race team. I think he can put this team over the top. I think this team can probably win a few races with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. behind the wheel. So up next we have Daniel Suarez in the 96. Now, you guys are probably looking over here to your right. I will be talking about them guys here in a minute. But right now, let's go to Martin Truex Jr. in a 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. And he has 2 paint schemes. He's got the auto owners and the Bass Pro Shops. I'm a big fan of this paint scheme. I love the blue. The blue looks really good. It goes from that light baby blue to a dark, it looks like a dark blue mixed with black. Very cool. And it's got the Bass Pro Shops on the side there. But for me personally, I have to go with Bass Pro Shops. So up next, we have Darrell Wallace Jr. for Richard Petty Motorsports in the 43. Very nice paint scheme, I might add. I hope they do add some of the stuff that he's been doing with the Air Force. They do really do a lot of good cars, Richard Petty Motorsports designs. I actually really do like them. This is probably one of my favorites from the 43. So, up next, my old favorite driver, Jeff Gordon for Hendrick Motorsports in 24. Now, I pre-ordered this on my Xbox. I got the standard edition. I did not get the gold edition because, well, really, it's not really worth it. But all you get is a few other things, more money, and a bunch of other stuff. So, but it's pretty cool. I get to see Jeff Gordon in this game. It's pretty cool that he got to add his car from his last ride when he was at Homestead Miami Speedway. I believe that was 2015. So, very cool indeed. Up next, we have Diego Alvarado. I can't remember it, but obviously, this is the NASCAR Heat Pro League guys. These are guys that are picked by actual NASCAR teams to race in a Pro League for NASCAR Heat competition. As you look up here, you can see Season 1 and Season 2 competitor. Obviously, by the number, it's a 43 for Richard Petty Motorsports. I don't really know much about these guys, so that's why I'm just going to go through these guys real quick. Kyle Arnold in a 13 car for Germain Racing. Another Richard Petty car, 44. Mike Barras. If I don't pronounce these guys' names correctly, that's my bad. Up next, Justin Brooks in a 37. Obviously, that would be Ryan Preece right there. And if you guys take a look here, if you guys look right here, you see they put the number on the quarter panel back here on the rear quarter panels. I actually quite like that. They're actually doing that for the All-Star race, which is coming up this Wednesday. I think that would be a good thing. Underglow is going to be on the cars. That's going to be really good. So, Daniel Buttafuoco. I apologize about the name. I do not know how to pronounce it. I'm not gonna try, but there was my attempt. Up next, we have Maxwell Castro. And obviously, if you guys can look by the number, you guys can probably figure out the team. Obviously, number one, this is Kurt Busch of Chip Ganassi Racing. The last few are all Camaros. I think there are a few Mustangs and Camrys. So, up next, we have Tyler Duhar for Junior Motorsport. I don't know. Pretty cool looking car, I might add. I guess they're going to be during the season. I'm not 100% sure. So take a look. Up next, we have Cody Gills in a 16 car. Up next, Joe Gordnick, representing Junior Motorsports with Justin Allgaier's number 7. Now, you will see that car in the other video for the Xfinity Series. I do want to quite add this. There's going to be 4 videos. They're not going to be, all... Hold on a sec. Slade Gravett in the number 21 for Wood Brothers Racing. Obviously, there will be some ATS videos later in the week, including Friday or Saturday. You guys will see a video of the Idaho DLC map as it will be released this Thursday, I believe. Can't wait. Up next, we have Brandon Gridden. Excuse me. Up next, Brandon Hanna. And the only reason why I'm doing these guys quick is because I don't want this video to be too long. Josh Harbin. Followed by Matthew Hale. Obviously, he is doing Kyle Busch Motorsports, which is our Truck Series team. And he's at the Rowdy Energy Drink sponsor. Never had a Rowdy energy drink. I don't even know if there are any around here at all. Marcus Hook, which I don't think he's real. I think they just put that in the game. Nick Jobs, I guess. I don't know. TJ McGowan. Jordan McGraw. Jason Mitchell. All right, now I got to switch back to this thing. Sam Morris. Beautiful paint scheme, I might add. They're very good looking. Very nice. I actually quite like how that looks. Riley Ogle, I guess. There goes a car by. Josh Parker. I believe Jose Ruiz. I want to say Jose Ruiz. Sorry about the names, people. Sorry about the names. Up next, Matthew Shelby. Not Shelby. Shilby. I know one of these kids, or maybe adults, or maybe not kids, adolescents. I know one of them won and they were raced for Roush Fenway Racing. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Joey Stone. I do apologize about the camera shaking. Normally I have a selfie stick. And yes, I did say a selfie stick because normally that's what I hold it with this. I do apologize. Up next, we have Nick Walker. So, and if you guys do ask, if you guys look up the Forza videos that we did, normally my cousin is here doing this, but he's not here. He's not available. So, I want to say Louise Zalter? Zalter? I'm not sure. And then we come up to my custom paint job, I guess you can call it. So I'll quickly do my car. I went with blue and black, a dark blue with some purple in it, and a black racing stripes. I went with 69 because really my two favorite car numbers are 9 and 24. I really couldn't use them, so I went with 69, which is my favorite sprint car driver here in PA, Lance Deweese for Don Kreitzel Racing, Don Kreitzel Jr. Racing, I believe. It's a 69K. That's the main reason why I went with 69. I actually have red rims. My main sponsor on the hood is Nationwide, Exalta, followed by Hooters, and then I think on the bonnet, or I mean, not the bonnet, the trunk door is Napa. So just want to show off my car. Pretty much my creation. But up next, we are back to the NASCAR drivers, and we are at Eric Almirola for Stewart-Haas Racing in the 10 car. Up next, another rookie, Christopher Bell in the 95 for the Vine Family Racing. Up next from Team Penske, Ryan Blaney in the 12 car. Now, I know in the video here, you guys are seeing orange. It's not orange, trust me. It is red for Jacqueline's and yellow for Menards. You guys can trust me on that 100%. I think this one's a little better because now you can definitely see the yellow here and the blue. So, my favorite, though, would be the Jacqueline's and the Menards, personally. Up next, we have Alex Bowman in the 88 for Hendrick Motorsports and the Valvoline car. I actually quite like this. This is actually one of my favorite paint schemes in the real world and in the game. If I had to rank them, it would probably be this one would probably be up there. There's like so many good looking paint schemes in this game. It's hard to pick. Up next in the 14 from Stewart-Haas Racing, Clint Boyer. Now I'm gonna go back to this week's All-Star race was Wednesday. So where you see, and we're gonna use Clint Boyer's car here for example. So where you see the 14 number, that's where it's gonna be on the rear panel back here, right here where that Rush, Mobil 1, and Haas, and they're gonna put the main sponsor right where the 14 number is, and that's pretty much the best way I can explain it. There's something new. They're just testing it. I think a few fans are allowed in this All-Star race too. So up next we have from Roush Fenway Racing, Chris Buescher in the 17 car. And he has two paint schemes as well. He's got the Fifth Third Bank and Fastenal. Now, pretty much, if you remember this guy raced in the 47 car for JTG Daltrey. He then came back over to Roush Fenway Racing in the 17, and then Ricky went to the 47. So, up next from Chip Ganassi Racing in the number 1 car, Kurt Busch. Gotta love that matte black with that monster. Good God, I love it. I absolutely love this car. One of my favorites this year and last year's. Definitely with the gear winch. I definitely like the matte on it. Just something about that matte on these cars makes it look so good. Up next, we have his brother Kyle Busch in the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, or Rowdy. We have the M&Ms, and then I believe we have the Interstate Batteries. Up next for Hendrick Motorsports in a 24 car, William Byron. Up next, we have in the 73 car, Bobby Carter, which, okay, I don't really, all right, whatever. Up next is Ross Chastain, Watermelon Boy. Up next is Cole Custer, yesterday's winner at Kentucky. A rookie, finally won a race this year. Everyone actually Everyone predicted who would win, which rookie would win, if any of the rookies did win. I think a lot of people picked Tyler Reddick or Christopher Bell. I actually went with Cole Custer because of the race team he's on with Stewart-Haas Racing. They are a very good team. And yeah. Up next from Wood Brothers Racing, the 21 car of Matt Dibadino. Matt Dibadino. Sorry about the name pronouncing. And then up next in the 3 car from Richard Childress Racing, Austin Dillon. And he has another paint scheme. Go with it. Now, I had to say, this is one of my all-time favorites. And I have to say, it looks just wonderful. Black, orange, and it's either silver or gray. But I have to say, that is probably one of the baddest looking cars in this game. Obviously, I think it looks good. Honestly, I think that car looks good. So, up next, and the last one, Ty Dillon, Austin Dillon's little brother, for Germain Racing in the 13 car. And I see, it's still Geico. So, let that show off. And then, obviously, we're back at my boy, Chase Elliott. So, and the reason I say my boy is because, that's who I cheer for. Oh, man. All right. So those are all the drivers here you can select for your series here in the NASCAR Cup Series. So now, how many tracks can you go to? Well, let's say we click Chase Elliott. Now, on the bottom here, you can see they have a recommended top 5. Some of them don't make sense because, in my opinion, there's no way, but you have to be the decider. So, first off, we have Atlanta Motor Speedway. And some of these races,